Hi, this is Peggy Viney with Crazy Cat Fiber House, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a laying tool demo. Why use a laying tool? Well, a laying tool is a tool that will help you make your threads flatter. It helps align them so that you can get the best sheen from your threads. It also helps to get more coverage. If your threads are laying side by side, they're more likely to cover your fabric, your ground fabric, better. So our tools are my laying tool that I'm using today. There are a variety of different laying tools, but the one I'm using currently is a Rainbow Gallery. It's a Rainbow Gallery rainbow laying tool, and it basically encompasses the Rainbow Gallery BLT, or best laying tool, that has been attached to a wooden base. And we are working currently on Reflet du Soir 40 Petite Bonheurs. So let me go through and show you the basics. Now, depending on the master stitchers that you talk to, some say never touch the fabric. Some say it doesn't really matter. No two stitchers could ever agree on anything. So so always keep that in mind. So basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep your threads. This is especially important when you're working with flosses. Multiple strands of flosses. It also your laying tool can also be handy when you're working with ribbons. So as you can see, I'm working with 2 strands of a silk floss by Auvera Soie d'Alger, and I'm going to place my stitch, and what I'm going to do is put a little tension using my laying tool, and as you can see, the threads have kind of twisted a little bit over here, but I'm moving it this way, and the tension's keeping the twist from moving past my laying tool. And then what has happened is then the twist is pretty much gone once it goes through the fabric. It goes through the fabric and loses the twist, and that's what we really want to do, is get rid of that twist. You will, cross stitchers often call this railroading. And they don't, and they will use a needle, and you can do that. But this is not but a laying tool does make it a lot easier. So I'm going again. I've flattened it out. I'm trying to make sure that it goes as flat as possible into the hole. Now, if you have tension issues, you're a tight stitcher, one thing you may want to consider is using your laying tool to hold the thread between stitches. So I'm going to do my stitch, getting my threads aligned here. Good, the twist has gone through. And now I'm going to just sit the laying tool there and let it hold the stitch. That stitch while I go into here and do the next stitch. And what that will do is now, because I pulled a little tight that way. Now I can pull a little more, but at least now it has been, it's not quite as tight as it might have been if I was pulling a little, pulling more. So, and that's your basic, the basic concept of your laying tool and how to use your laying tool. It does take practice so that you can get some speed going. I'm actually going slower than I would normally go with my laying tool. But that's so that you can see what I'm doing. So happy stitching, and again, this is Peggy Viney from Crazy Cat Fiber House, and we welcome your comments. Goodbye.